Hello, Eric Flight viewers. Eric Flight here. Wondering why I don't have any music going on. Oh, because a new song just started. Two Places by Aviation. Alright, cool. Well, anyways, we are at Hollywood, Florida, because the weather has sucked up here in the Northeast for VFR. And tonight, we are trying out the WB Sim enhancement for the 172 Classic. I've had it for quite a while. When I flew with it just for a little bit when I first got it, I didn't like it. But what it does, and I've tested this thing for hours today, it actually does make it act like more like a 172 in real life. For example, let me show you some things here. You have to turn the power on and the instruments on, but you can have a realism mode over here. You just click on the ADF. You can turn it on or off, but basically keeps track of engine health. Seeing that I flew it earlier today, I had 8 quarts full of oil, now it's 7.9. I have tie downs and also chocks on right now, so you can turn them on and off. This also you can put the pitot cover on. So there's the pitot right there. If we click on pitot cover, it's actually pretty good. I gotta be honest with you. Nick Gressel, welcome to the broadcast. So, also it does the KHWO plugs if you'd like to. We have to go outside to look at that. See that? Which I'm leaving that off, and it also saves the state of what you do. So I left it with wheel chocks and tie downs, as you can see. So we're gonna take those off right now, seeing that we're gonna go flying to the Bahamas. And KHWO plugs, the pitot cover's still on, isn't it? No, it's not, right? Nope, it's not now. So it's pretty cool, and the realism it does affect the flight model in a more realistic way, I think. I'm gonna turn the trunks off in that. But all the fuses work. If you pull that, it will turn off the avionics, this and that. And just the general handling, too. When it starts up, you'll see the gyro, the attitude indicator bounce up and down. You see this go a little bit weird because of the gyro. So it's pretty cool. And it does, again, affect the flight dynamics, I think, to be more realistic after flying probably half my hours in the 172. I'm up to almost 250, so that tells you something right there. So, and at first I didn't like it, so it is not free. You do have to buy it, and I am not working for them at all. It's from Just Flight, so if you go to the Just Flight website. But if you fly the 172 a lot, it's probably worth it. So, seeing that I do, I mean, I bought it on a whim. It cost, right now I'm looking at the Just Flight website, it costs $21.99, which it does make the plane more realistic, though, according to me, opinion-wise. And again, I floated for a couple hours today. We'll do it together. You can judge for yourselves. But we're gonna get everything going here. So let's get the real-world checklist here, and I'll show that to you as well. We're flying out to the Bahamas. Wanted somewhere warm. Nick Gressler, you're in a warm area. But anyways. We're going to start this up according to the checklist, which you should see on screen right now. Pretend the pre-flight's done, which again, you'd have to check the oil and stuff. It says 7.9 quarts, so we're good. I think you need nothing less than 6, if I remember right. But anything you do on this plane, if you land hard, stuff like that. I landed hard on purpose, and it set off the ELT. That was pretty cool. So, yeah, like I said, it does a lot. So, seat track, back lock, avionics are off. Autopilot is off. Throttle, 1/4 of an inch. Mixture full lean. Brakes are set. We're not calling clear prop till I'm about to start, because I never do. Okay, let's see. Oh, we should probably do that too. Give me a second. I do have it set right. Okay, so master on. Beacon on. I'm gonna make sure the fuel's on. I left it on so it stays on forever. Yay. Am I set to both though? Yeah, because it did that too. It defaulted to right only. Full tanks. Fuel pump on. 1, 2, 3. And oh, that's it. Beacon. Didn't flip it. 1, 2, 3, and off. That's actually SPAD that did that. Alright, we're good to go. So, clear prop. Here we go. You see it slows it down to start it up as well. And you can see the attitude indicator and also the heading and the ADF there. They're kind of moving around like they did before. So, I get it, Nick. Yeah. Just, you got spoiled with the diamond. When you come home, though, you have the 172, right? Oil pressure is finally in the green, everybody. Remember the default model? It was always like down here. So yeah, it fixed that too. Lights as required. We'll turn on the nav and the taxi at this time. Seatbelts and harnesses good. Flaps are up. They are. And again, default livery, not default livery. I actually had to do this livery over again with the aircraft config and stuff because it's basically a whole new plane selection. That's how they do the mod. So flaps up, heat vent, defrost. Let's see how hot it is. Well, over here, it's 59 degrees. So I'll leave it without heat for now. Avionics on. SPAD's making that button stick. There we go. And I left the transponder on, so that stays on. Again, everything's here. To do the default, you just hit the ADF screen, and then you use the inner button, and it goes through everything. So you can even change the color of the LCDs down here if you wanted to. State saving on, trim tab. So, and then you push any of these three buttons over here, and it just goes back to a default ADF. Set the barometer. Okay, 1200. We're looking pretty good. Let me make sure this works, because this wasn't working. Nope, it's not working again. Interesting. I'm going to try reloading the GNS 530 profile here in SPADs. Give me a second, because it's not working, and I'm not liking it. Okay, let me reload the whole snippet. For some reason, it's not working. I have no clue. But let's go with this one. Yes. Well, let's see if that works now. Doesn't look like it. Maybe there's something wrong with the button, because you can push it in and it works. But alright, I'll just set things with my other radio if I have to. Alright. Gotta get the ATIS. And the ATIS at Hollywood, Florida is 135.475. I don't know, I was working earlier today. Monitoring COM 2. Anything we want. Does this have real world weather? Probably not. Give me a second. No, it doesn't. Not real world time. It's 11 a.m. I want some daytime seeing that we're going over the ocean. So let's turn this off and start it over again. That sounds right. Alright, let's listen to it one more time. One-niner. Left one-niner right. Let me write this down. I don't know what that just said. To 8. Juliet. That doesn't make any sense there. Anyways, we're closer to 2.8 left, so I'm going to go 2.8 left. So it kind of said you could do whatever you want, which made absolutely no sense. That's going to be the add-on. I think I have an add-on for this. That messes with that. But anyways, alright. So my COM 1, I got to put this in the real sim gear, by the way, so give me a second. What a pain. There we go. Alright. Looking pretty good now. So anyways, we're going to go 2.8 left. VATSIM doesn't have any controls on except for Fort Lauderdale, which is right north of us. So that's not that bad at all. Alright. Other than that, do I need anything? I don't think so. I'm going to taxi it to it left. I do have to be on VATSIM Unicom, actually, now that I think of it. So let me go here. And that's not working either. Oh my god. Nothing's working. Uh-oh. That's working, though. Is it the spacing that's not working? Yeah. Alright. Where's the, Where's the... No. There's a setting here somewhere. I must have messed with something here. There it is. Here we go. Enter. Now it should work, right? Yeah, that was the problem all along. See that? Well, there you go. 122.80. And let me try something else here. No, it's working now. That was the mod then. That was all the mod's fault. Yep, works now. So, all right, QLOP 201 Tango Tango. Thank you for following me on Twitch. And we're good. All right. So, anyways, clear. Let's go to nav. I'm gonna set this up for direct to Nassau. I believe that's how you pronounce it. To the Bahamas. Yep. A little too far there. Come on. Let's go. Load the data. Come on now. Load the data.
Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning. I'm just getting everything ready. My instrument ride will not be anytime soon. My instructor had knee surgery. I've had a lot of spending during the holidays and stuff, so my flight funds have been used to support the family for now. Not that we're broke or anything, just to get money back. And I haven't taken any instrument rides anytime soon. So there's a lot of things that I can't talk about. That does not involve me. But no rush on the instrument ride. Hardest part of the instrument so far, just practicing, honestly. Understanding the charts as I go. So, but this is going to be VFR today. But yeah. So, hardest part of the instrument is just that. I haven't even studied for anything yet. I haven't taken the written because, again, I'm kind of on hiatus. But it's not a big thing. I'm not a career guy here. So, if it was career, I'd already be with another instructor and doing my thing. But supposed to have a lesson this Thursday, maybe. Have to see that over. I saved up a lot of money, but again, a lot of it's gone towards rebounding from the holidays. So yeah. Again, if I was career, we would have already been going all out trying to get someone else. But there's no rush here at all for what I'm doing. And if anything, I learned a lot before.
I love you.
I actually teach all levels, yes. So I do teach high school. I teach band and music. So, yeah, well, actually 4 through 12. Yeah, I've done kindergarten through 3 before, though. And yes, I am certified to teach schools, not CFI. So, yeah, well, it depends on where you are, and at first, no. But I've been doing it for a number of years. So, if you sub for extra money, God bless you. Oh, God bless you. That's all I could say. All right. So, anyways, I have to say that it's become tougher over the years, man. It's not easy. Not easy. Yeah. Again, I'm in Massachusetts, so it depends on where you teach for that stuff. So, but all right, we're gonna take off here to the Bahamas in the WB Sim 172 enhancement, and 28 left is that way, so that's where we're going. So feel free to join us, Microsoft Flight Simulator East server. I'm also on VATSIM, but I don't really anticipate us getting anyone really on VATSIM. It's just Fort Lauderdale, that's north of us. So I gonna stay below the Class Charlie by staying at 2,500 on the way out. Now I'll keep us below 3,000. And then as I get out here, I'll start climbing to 7,500. In fact, I have to set that up too. So let me do that. And I don't know if this is making the autopilot more realistic. It's slightly different than what I'm used to in the default. Oh, I have to keep this up there. So things matter more. Mass is good. Yeah, Massachusetts, honestly, for education is like probably one of the top in the country. And they pay us pretty well once you get up there. Not when you first start out. But it's a lot of accountability if you're a regular teacher. If I'm in my district, it seems like they just don't really care as much about me, I should say. I shouldn't say don't care as much. So, which is kind of sad, to be honest with you. Yeah. Anyways, VATSIM Unicom, we're good. I've solved that problem. We have Nassau into the GPS, and we're good to go. So let's call our taxi. North Perry traffic, Cessna 9 Echo Foxtrot. We're taxiing to runway 28 left via Echo, North Perry. All right, let's do this thing. The throttle is a lot smoother with this as well. It's more realistic. Like literally, I'm almost halfway up. I'm about 46% in the throttle, and it's taxiing right at 1,200 RPMs, which is about what we do in the real world, to be honest with you. So I haven't put it through a run-up yet, so this will be interesting as well. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about work anymore because I just don't want to. Sorry if that means anything, but God bless you if you're a substitute teacher, especially now after COVID. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'll do a little run up here to it, right? The rudders seem to me to be a little bit more realistic as well. It takes a little bit of more sponginess to make it move. Okay, all right, there we go. It does take the corners a little sharp still, though. So let's go to our run-up checklist here. Brakes are set. Fuel set to both. Trim set for takeoff. Very good. The trim also seems a little more accurate. It doesn't turn as fast with the trim wheel that I have. Flight controls. Free and correct. Test the lights here. Oops. There you go. Good on that. And then see, let's instruments, best power for mixture. We're good because we're like, what? Yeah, like 10 feet above sea level. Let's see, lights I did. Instruments, turn coordinators in the middle, no flag. That'd be a flag here. Heading coordinator should be about 285. It is. Vertical speed looks good. Altimeter looks good. Artificial horizon looks good. And airspeed looks good. Mixture best power, 1800 RPMs. Gonna check the mags here. I like that the needles are bouncing. Kind of like real life. Depends on how good your thing is. Right magneto. Back to both. Yeah, that kind of went down 100, so that's good. Left. Back to both. Alright. Vacuum is good. Amps are charging slightly. Oil pressure, oil temperature are in the green, so it's not like before. Idling. Looking good. Back to 1,000. And we'll do the briefing. If there's a problem, take a full mechanical emergency. Otherwise, there's nothing. We're way ahead of us. We'll abort takeoff and land directly ahead on the runway. If we are under 700 feet, this problem mechanical emergency. Otherwise, we're going to take a turn to the right because it seems there's more stuff to land at over here with no wind. Actually, no. If we're under 700, we're going to land directly ahead in the wind. 30-degree turn to specialized speed. This is 68. If we're above 700 feet, and this problem mechanical emergency wise, we'll take a turn to the right, land downwind on the taxiway, the grass, the runway. There's available to us. Best glide speed is 68. We rotate at 55, climb at 74. Okay. And that's good. Alright, flap 0. Mixture best power. Pumps off. Transponder is squawking. Good there. Heading bug. Should be about 2.8, so let's do that now. Well, let's do it on the runway just to make sure. Alright. Doors, windows, landing light on. Taxi light off. We'll put the strobes on at this time. And we're good to go. We're going to take a right here and depart 28 left. Here we go. North Perry traffic, says the Man Echo Foxtrot, departing runway 28 left. Departure to the southeast. North Perry. Let's take a look here before I go anywhere. Looking good. Alright, let's do this. So see how it doesn't go right away? You have to give it some power, just like real life. Whereas before, it would just kind of take off like a rocket. But here, you have to go like 15 to kick it back to 12. So it does make it a little bit more realistic, if you ask me. Alright, we're going to line it up in the middle. It does, yeah. You got to kick it over. Alright, take the tablet off so you can see what we're doing here. Yeah, where are you, tablet? There you are. Alright, we're going to go full throttle. And released already. Good to go. Yeah. Dude, I'm super stoked that you got to fly a Diamond. Right rudder is doing well, so it does the torque factor pretty well here. And rotate. Does that very realistically. And you have to trim it up, I find, just like in real life. You have to trim it up to get it up there. So. There you go. Should have kept that nose up a little bit more, but that's okay. Alright, we take a turn to the left, I believe. Probably should have checked that out while I was on the ground, but that's okay. To it left is left, yes. Okay. Looking good. Miami's in the distance. We're going to turn left, and we're going to keep it at 2,500 so that we're underneath the Charlie the whole way. Looking pretty good, huh? Here's where the Dolphins play, and Miami in the distance. Hollywood, Florida. If they pay teachers better in Florida, I'll tell you, we probably would have moved to Fort Lauderdale already. So, all right, we'll keep it this way. Climb a little bit while we're here. So yeah, it's got pretty good characteristics on it. Nick, I don't know what you think because you've flown the 172 like me in real life, but I think this thing does pretty well. Okay, clear on the left. We're gonna take a turn to the left and head on our way. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, there is Miami executive over there. It says we should be there in about 2 hours, but again, we're at climbing here, so I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I'm kind of shocked because I've never gotten. I mean, I'm gonna go on record now, just as of now, saying this is probably the best add-on I've ever seen for a 172, and that's even X-Plan or anything. I think it's very realistic. So whoever did this did a nice job. But again, we'll explore it together. Everyone could judge for themselves. There's always been a, hey, this isn't the same thing, and blah, blah, blah. But we'll climb about 85 knots now. Drop so that we get better cooling of the engine, better view of the nose. There we go, 2,500. We'll just trim that puppy down. Even trimming's more accurate. gonna be honest with you. Okay. We're right at the top of the delta here, but we are underneath the Class Charlie. So we could just stay on Unicom the whole time. Besides, no one else is on Class Charlie, because that'd be Miami Charlie. Airspace. Now I'm going to kick it back to about 2400-ish. Look how smooth that throttle is. It's a lot more smoother than what was there before, let's put it that way. We're going to go right over Miami. Or Fort Lauderdale, just north of Miami, but still. You can see it all. You can see it all. Miami Beach down there. And Fort Lauderdale over here. Here's Fort Lauderdale where they're towered for VATSIM. So we're looking pretty good. I usually stay at the Hollywood Marriott, which is somewhere over here. If I had to, probably somewhere over here, because I'm going by this little bridge over that park there. But I've been there like 3 times. Would love to go back, but I think we're going to try for Disney. Again, part of the reason why I haven't been flying for real too, because I want to save. I want to get rid of the expenses of Christmas, start saving a little money. So it's all good. Just checking that radio there. Okay. And I guess we can do one final call for a line too. That's Unicom, says Nautical Foxtrot. We're about 5 nautical miles east of North Perry, Hollywood, Florida, and we are departing the area to the east. Last call. Does a nice job, Nick. Again, if you flew the 172 a lot in the simulator, I'd say buy this. And I have not been paid or even asked to review this product, so definitely makes it more accurate. And I was skeptical. I didn't like it when I first got it. I shelved it for months. Excuse me. All right. We're getting out of the Charlie in a couple minutes. Got some ships here. The Hollywood Marriott, by the way, would be somewhere over here. Maybe underneath us? No. Be over here. I think it's that thing right there. So that's usually where I stay when I go to Hollywood, Florida. It's done a nice job. There we go. Gotta take a picture of this. Here we go. Yep. I am good. And we're on the way, everybody. 118 knot ground speed. Not too shabby. We should be about 117 for a direct track, but I want to go this way a little bit. Okay, we're also going to climb to... nope, not yet, because we have to get underneath the Charlie to get out of here. Trimming up to keep it at 2,500. Excuse me. Getting back to what I was saying about subs, we can't get enough during this post-COVID, even though we're not out of COVID yet, but you know what I mean, post-COVID educational thing. So, if you are a sub, my hat's off to you. I don't think I've had a sub all year long, and I haven't been absent like 3 times. Or if I have, they haven't done anything. I've left the kids. So, just kind of sad. I don't want to talk about work. There's Miami, leaving us in the distance there. Very, very clear. Real world weather, not real world time. It's about 11 in the morning, simulator time. We're going to be over a lot of water after this, so get a nice test of everything. Still underneath the Charlie, so we're going to be good. And we will climb to, I guess, 3,500 once we get to the outer ring here, so. Got some traffic over there. Contrails in the distance. We do want to get altitude as soon as we can, though, so that way, right over the water, we have maximum, drifting, just in case. Make sure I got my lights on, strobe, landing, nav, we're good. Checklist, climb, looking good. Trimming up. Kind of has the trim deviate not as much as the default, so that's also nice to see. It kind of mimics real life there. Looking pretty good. If you want to know where we're at, this is what I'm looking at. I'm waiting until we get to the outside ring to climb the 3,500, and then we're out of there. 7,500. We'll be looking at Alistown there too, before we go all the way to Nassau, Bahamas there. So not that long to go. An hour and 16 minutes now, according to this. And I wanted a shorter flight because we do have dinner later on. But really wanted to show this mod here. I'm very impressed with it. So. Fort Lauderdale is the only one on as of now, so you do need the deluxe and the deluxe premium, by the way, because it does the steam gauge version on the enhancement. I don't know if they do anything with the G1000. I don't believe so, but they call it study level, and I gotta be honest with you, it's pretty good. For example, if I take off the flaps, if I just trip that breaker, it won't do anything with the flaps. So see, I went full down. Nothing's happening like real life, so that's cool. If I turn it back on, it's going to start going. It's going to start affecting it all. See that? So I'm going to go back to no flaps. So. Oh, that's cool, man. How about getting to some bush flying later on? So yeah, this thing has, it's probably the best you're going to get it, to be honest with you. That's going to be cool. I should fly in Alaska more on the sim. Alright, we're on our way. It's amazing that we'll be out in the middle of the Caribbean like an hour. Got nothing but water. Miami out in the distance now. We're making pretty good speed for the 172. It also, I notice, affects the lighting. Like, that's my landing light. Even the strobe lights, they kind of strobe a little bit more. I guess that's what I would say it. That's cool, man. Alright, trimming down. That's because I touched the flaps there. Alright, well, anyways, like I said in earlier broadcasts, we do have a pirate-inspired Caribbean trip, like the all around the Caribbean plan. It's just kind of like a warm-up for that as well. Not that I'm going to take the 172. I'm actually going to probably take the Diamond 40 Next Gen deck, to be honest with you. I think that's what I'm going to take. Or I'm going to take the Cirrus. I haven't decided yet, so. Or I could take the Bonanza. So, I don't know. I don't know. Should I take the Bonanza? You know I have to do this. Maybe we should take the Bonanza. I don't know. But that is looking pretty good. All right, Bonanza, let's go. I love that graphic. I'm sorry. But I haven't decided what I want to do. I want to make a livery there. Oh, you mean the 42? I mean, it has all the electronics for it. You know what I mean? It's very automated with the... Is it FADEC or is it FADEC system? How do you pronounce this? Is it Fade or is it Fa? But yeah, because I did that on the marathon event. I took the 40 Next Gen, my last marathon event, and I love that plane. Is it Fade, though, or is it Fa deck? I think the Australian Air Force or something trains their pilots in that thing, too. FADEC. FADEC. Alright, well, you know better than I do. That's why I'm asking. So. FADEC. Okay, good. Now I'll know how to pronounce it, too. Alright, we're just about on the Charlie here. So I'm going to let Auto fly some of this here on the autopilot. Alright, have that set to nav. And again, it's slightly different than the autopilot on the default. So keep an eye on it. What I mean by that is sometimes it goes past 7,500. I think you have to hit Alt as you get to 7,500. So it's not just going to automatically lock it. So I don't know what's up with that. I've never used an autopilot in real life. I mean, I have. I've tried once in the no, Piper Archer, right? No. Yeah, Piper Archer one time. But it didn't work. It didn't hold the altitude. So, alright, above 3,000, we're going to lean out the mixture here. Full throttle, by the way, too. That might help. We're climbing up to 7,500. Leaning out that mixture now. Maximum RPMs, and we've got the EGT gauge on the side there. Right about there. Okay, as we climb to 7,500, the seas are a little choppy down there. I don't want to visit them any closer than I have to. There we are, going out into the distance. Won't see land for a while. Goodbye, Miami. Out in the distance there. And simulator time arrival, 12:44. But if you're doing this flight, you want to go high because you want a chance at least, you know. You want a chance. It's like when I fly over Cape Cod Bay or whatever. No, not Cape Cod Bay. Plymouth Harbor there. So, are they? Interesting. Let me see. I have the 40 Next Gen checklist I made from the POH here. So, it's a little bit more because you got that button that you push, but you got to check all these things, right? The autopilot test, FMS setup. Yeah, well, you know, they know best. The voter switch too is another thing. They don't emulate that in the sim that well, and they have a mod for the 40 Next Gen. So, but yeah, the ECU test is there. This came right from the POH here. So, but the voter switch, like, can you explain that? Because like, I know it's there. Is that like each side of the mag? Is that what it is?
I want to do barrel rolls.
K4XE, thank you for following me on Twitch. 4X, sorry. No, it said XE. That was an exclamation point. Sorry. K4X, thank you for following me on Twitch. Welcome to the broadcast. Alright, I'm going to lean up the mixture just a little bit because we're going higher. We're at 4,400. But yeah, I'm liking the WB sim here. And notice we're 113 ground speed, climbing at about 80, which is where I like it. A full throttle here. I also think it does a better job on fuel flow than the default. Seems to be more realistic on that as well. So. And And the ELT works too, by the way. So, you know. There's no magnetos. Yeah. They don't. Might just be straight out spark plugs, no? I don't know. That's an interesting thing, too. Alright, it doesn't seem to be doing nav, though. Do you notice that? So let's, I don't know what's up with that. Oh, I didn't arm it. Yeah, that might help, huh? Oh my god. Boy, am I an idiot. Come on now. Nav, armed. Is it turning right at all? No, it's not. Am I doing something wrong here? It could be. Autopilot's still on. That's also going opposite what I want. Alright, let's take it manual for a second. Keep it climbing. Autopilot, nav. Speed is still 500-ish. 700. Oh, does it? Wow. Interesting. That's why it also burns like 6 gallons an hour. What is it? I know it can economize to like 900 nautical miles or something like that. So, which is pretty impressive too. I'm gonna set this 500. It says follow heading. I don't know. I mean, it says nav. Oh, really? How much were you pushing it, though? Is that going there now? No, doesn't seem like it is. Alright, we're 6,000. Really? Wow. Yeah, that's about... Well, that's interesting. Is the 42 more powerful than the 40 next gen? Probably is. Alright, out there in the distance is Alistown and Baileytown, Nixon's Harbor, and that is South Bimini, Mike Yankee Bravo Sierra out here in the distance. So, oh, is that what it does? Wow. Oh, I have no clue. I have no clue on the horsepower. I don't even think I wrote that down. I have to look at the POH. Let me see if I have that. I know it's in my Google Drive. Dude, I couldn't even guess. I've been all over with aircraft. I started flying the Arrow 3 in the simulator too, because I want to get my complex rating eventually. Pretty soon. And we have an Arrow 2 at the flight school, so I figured flight the Arrow 3. Alright, how are we doing on... we're almost at 7,000 feet. Let me see if I can find this. POH. See the Diamond 42. There it is, next gen. Okay, you ready? Do general introduction. Where's the engine? Engine instruments 119. So it's back here. Here it is. Section list that. Well, that was the contact for the thing there. Better be here. Looking for it. We're looking for it. We're looking for it. Nose wheel, track, area. What's the dimensions? I thought it would be in the beginning, but obviously not. I'll keep looking for it off stream because I don't want to keep looking at this. Ugh. Interesting. Yep. I think it started doing the nav finally. I guess you gotta get closer before you put the nav on then? Alright, but we're at 70,500 almost. So I'm gonna click this on. Altitude. Let's kick this back to 2450. So it seems like you have to hit that. And I don't know if that's like lifelike in real life, because I've never used the autopilot on a 172. But it holds it pretty well, I'll give you that. You can nudge it up a little bit. Looking for the engine horsepower. Power plant limitations, maybe it's there. 2.5. Alright, max. Takeoff 2300. It's an Austro E4A. Just make sure that's working. Propeller, voltage, oil. Doesn't say anything about horsepower. I could be here all day looking through this thing. Ah. There you go. The autopilot's working now. Looking pretty good now on this WB Sim thing. See what I'm saying? We'll take a look at South Bimini Island there as we make our pass here. We'll get closer. If I just had the search button, I could probably find it. But does it take Jet A at 40? Oh, okay. Well, let's do the Wikipedia thing. So Diamond. Not that much. I'm just gonna search for Diamond 40 next gen horsepower. Tech specs. Here we go, right from the Diamond website. 168 horsepower. That's the next gen. It's 180 horsepower in the DA40 XLT. So yours must be a little bit more than the next gen. That makes sense in a way, actually. Fuel consumption is about 5.1 gallons per hour. The next gen, the DA40 XLT, it says 8.2, so that makes sense. You got a bigger engine. Yeah, so that makes sense. It's a more powerful DA40, which totally makes sense. So, all right, there's South Bimini Airport. Here is probably the last thing we're going to see before we go over to to where we're going. Ground speed of 115 knots. We'll do that one final lean here too. So, right about there. All right, about an hour to go. And that's it. That's the one island you're going to see for a while. South Bimini. Oh, is it? Wow. Yeah, this thing sips gallons according to the Diamond 40 next gen. So, wondering why it's 10. Did you? That's at 60% actually. You said 50, and you were burning 10. That's interesting. I know you gotta take it down to like 92% power too when you take off, after you take off, because you could burn up the engine if you go at 100 a lot after takeoff. So, all right, we're on our way. About an hour to go. Looking for ships or anything. I don't see anything. Outside air temperature is 53 degrees, way warmer than up here north. Buffalo gave it was snowing. Yeah, that makes, well, that's not bad. It's gotta have something for power though. I thought it'd have more horsepower than that, like a 180 or something. Because it is composite too. South Bimini. I'm wondering if I have scenery for that. What's that? MYSS. Oh, sorry about that. See if I can track it here. Here we are. There is no scenery, but NYCC down there has some scenery, which is KHWO private airport. Yeah, so that has some scenery down there from Simultech. But I bought a ton of scenery because I'm going to do this Caribbean-inspired flight from Pirates of the Caribbean. And the Sim Myers pirate game just got me into thinking, hey, I should do a Caribbean flight. So we'll be doing that in the Air Flight channel sometime. See what we can do. Really? That's composite, though. It's not it has a more energy efficient engine. I thought, at least. 1 hour to go. Look at that. Look at the trim. Like, it holds pretty good. This does a nice job. So I'm really impressed with the WB Sim. Let's see what it says over here. Didn't burn any oil. Oh. Doesn't know until you're on the ground, actually. Alright, so it's like you check the oil on the ground. Very interesting. There you go. South Bimini, everybody. Right off our left. We're at 7,500 feet. Baileytown over here. The capital, Alistown, thinking is supposed to be around here. So this must be the whole capital. Maybe it's not the capital. I have no clue. So this is Alistown right here. And then Baileytown's up here. And then North Bimini is over here, obviously. Wondering why that's all whited out. The VOR would be somewhere over here. Not that we could see it, but... Right. Now we're looking out in the distance for the Bahamas. Which is going to be a while. Nice weather out here, huh? Not bad on the weather. And on our right again is KHWO. It's a private airport right over there. That's add-on scenery. "58 minutes to the Bahamas." Oof. Fruit punch time. Yep, got some traffic there. Pretty cool. Microsoft Flight Simulator East server right there. Pretty cold. Spoon 8-1 in the MiG. Is anyone down there? I don't think so. No, not really. Again, you can join us in the Microsoft Flight Simulator East server. Probably the easiest right now is to take off from that South Bimini, Mike Yankee Bravo Sierra, and then head towards the Bahamas. Let's crank this thing to 2450. A little faster. I don't remember if it has these fuses in the default either. It might not, so. It might, but I don't remember them being there. That's what I'm saying. So that FlightSim.com website, I've been going to that since like the year 1998, and they redid the whole thing lately, and I don't know. I don't know if I like it anymore. Like, they have the news here, but it looks like a forum all the way around. It's a good place to go. Been going there again for about 25 years, but I don't know. It's got everything the same. Maybe I just have to get used to it. Kind of miss the old setup that they had, which is kind of the same, I guess. Looking for that swap meet there. I've been looking for a Vernio Plus TPM because my other one broke, and that guy never called me back, so I have to like visit him when I get time. Say, hey, where's my stuff? But I'm looking for a virtual a Vernio TPM Plus if possible, so it has the vernier in it, so we can turn it like the real thing. And it's wicked expensive, so I'm trying to find one that's used if possible, which it doesn't seem like it is. And a second to that would be the Virtual Flight Sim. I think it's the TH1 TPM, which is also expensive, but it has the vernier. Especially if I'm going to do it with this thing, because this has been a nice enhancement, if you will. $22 is a little steep, though, for an enhancement, but it's definitely worth it if you fly the 172 a lot. So it's a little steep. If it's like buying a whole new aircraft, if you will, in the flight sim world. But it does do a nice job on the steam gauge 172. All right, seeing that I'm getting bored, and seeing that there's nothing on VAT Sim, let's just tune on center here. And again, I'm going to use my my add-on for ATC chatter. So. Right there, FSATC chatter. It's reading that we're it's connecting actually. Okay. So that's Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's gonna play some real chatter. It's got KZM Miami Oceanic. Good. So it's reading what I tap into, which is center. It's got 3,437 ATC files. It's pretty cool for some ambiance, if you will. And thank you once again for joining us on the broadcast. I know it's not the most exciting being over the ocean, but I wanted something different. So we're trying out the WB Sim 172 Steam Gauge Enhancement for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And again, I think it's a worthwhile buy, but you have to fly the 172 a lot to make it worth it for $22. So. Now, real life, I might even go at 11,500 just to have that extra altitude over the ocean, because this is you'd probably need an inflatable. You definitely need the inflatable vest on, and you probably have to have the life raft, according to be legal by law. So, got some model matching issues there. 50 minutes until we get to the Bahamas, so not that bad. Slimy Dollars, number 760. I don't know what your flying Cessna 208. Yeah. Oh, I also have a list of aircraft that I'm going to try to fly pretty soon. So, the aircraft we have flown in the simulator. Real life, you can check Twitch panels below. But the 152 I need to make a livery for, but we've flown it. The 172, you're seeing it now. I swapped the livery over to the WB Sim version now. That's what I'll be flying for the foreseeable future, whenever it's flying the 172. 172 G1000, I'm going to try to reuse the livery, have to do that. The 182 G1000 from Coronado, not the most realistic, but it's a 182. Need to get that a livery. The Warrior, we already have that. The Bonanza V35B, we have that. Cirrus, we're good. Have 2 liveries on that one. Cirrus Vision Jet, you saw that last stream. Love that thing. The Diamond 40 Next Gen, I have to make an Eric Flight livery. I have a livery from when I did the Great Cycle Challenge fundraiser. The Diamond DV20 I like, although it's daytime VFR only. Need a livery for that one. The 170B, I have to make a livery for that. That's a nice classic. The Stearman, which we haven't flown in a long time, but gives us something that's historic, if you will. Need a livery for that one if I can make one. The Jabiru 170D, I haven't flown that in forever, but I do have a livery on that one, so I need to make a checklist for that. So the next aircraft that I'm going to try flying, according to what I wrote here, not that it's definite, is the Arrow 3. That'll be a complex version of a Warrior, basically. That has landing gear and also, I think it's a 180 horsepower engine, but it has landing gear and flaps and everything, so that's a complex aircraft. The Ultralight, TL Ultralight Stream. Nice, cool little plane, VFR only. Doesn't carry much for weight and stuff, but it's built like a military jet, but with a propeller. So it's kind of interesting. That I've flown a little bit off stream, so we might be streaming that soon. Probably have to make a livery for that too. The M20R Aviation, still haven't done much with the Mooney. Flown it like once or twice. Also thinking about the Cessna 195, the Cessna 140, and the Honda Jet. So I gotta actually fly those, because I got question marks to those. And then I've got more aircraft than that too. We can do the default Beach Bonanza. Haven't done that. I have a 172 version with the FADEC system, which Nick was correcting me on, which is nice. So, yeah. We have a Piper Arrow 2, which is the complex rating aircraft in my flight school. So I'm going to fly that. I actually already bought the checklist too. So I'm all getting ready for it. But the Arrow 3s, I don't know what makes it different. Probably a little bit more horsepower. I don't think so. So I want to do that, get my complex rating. The instrument rating, that for me, that can wait still. I'm thinking about actually doing the complex when I can, after I get a couple more instrument lessons going on. And then we'll see from there. We're 89 nautical miles away, by the way. As you can see, it says 74.1 here, but on my electronic flight bag says 89.4. But yet the ground speed is the same, so 47 minutes to go. You can kind of see it out there, I think, in the distance. Again, kind of amazing that you could take off from Florida and be in the Bahamas in an hour. A little over an hour, depending on winds. And it's burning about 8 gallons an hour. So that's about normal. I think the default aircraft got that wrong, too, to be honest with you. But at cruise at 2,500, looks to be about 8 gallons per an hour. That's about right. I always say 10 just to be safe, but everything looks pretty good. It's very calm out here too. Again, there's not as many thermals over the water. That's kind of like realistic too. They would pass you to all these centers and stuff while you're doing this. No one I've asked him. It's only Fort Lauderdale and Atlanta too. Take a look outside again. Beautiful sun, clouds coming out of here. Miami way in the distance now. You can't even see it. Seem to have a little island out there. Don't know what that is. Excuse me. Yeah, that must have been all. Are you getting your complex? No, wait. You already got your complex, didn't you? Your complex rating? Or is that what you're doing to get your complex rating? It's just another thing to worry about. Make sure the gump. You're obviously gonna follow a checklist to a T, but I'm just saying. That might be. Well, it definitely has to go faster if it's retractable gear. Getting closer there. Must be feeling pretty excited. So, yeah, exactly. Yep. Is that what Embry does? It does it on the diamond. Is that how everyone does it according to the curriculum? Again, the goal for me is to get the complex rating, eventually get the instrument rating, and then I'm going to probably go do the Cirrus. That's what I'm thinking. Not in a rush to do any of that. But I've got my medical a year and 3 months from now, too. So I have to see. I'm probably going to go basic med, I think. I think I'm going to go basic med. But again, I'm not making a career out of anything. $160 over the ground. That's pretty good, actually. Yeah. Is that the fastest you've gone? Until you get to multi-engine, that is. Get to the Bahamas. Can kind of see it. Yep. And then you're going to feel that the 172 is slow as anything, you know. That's what I noticed in the simulator. Except, one of my goals in the simulator was to start branching out more. Because I was flying the Warrior and the 172 like all the time. So, nice. Well, I'll get you there faster. It probably costs more, but... Again, I think out of Norwood that they have a diamond you can rent. You'd probably have to do the flight check there to make sure you can rent it, but... 172 is a turtle compared to anything, and I thought the 152 was a turtle. But again, I fly the Warrior and the 172 mostly now. I want to take the 152 up again, though. It's been a while. It's a nice little plane to take by yourself if you're not in a rush, you know. Do the visors work? No, those don't work. So, but the doors don't work either. I tried those earlier. Something they could put in the thing to make it more realistic. You know, be able to open up the baggage and stuff like that. But it is what it is. It does a nice job flight level wise. I think it is the best 172 out there, to be honest with you, if you get the enhancement. I thought the 152 was impressive because I did all my training because it was cheap and, you know, it was cool. But it's fun to fly still once in a while. 152, when I went to the 172, that's where I went after the 152 at training and get my private. The 172 felt like heavy. The 152 is so easy to fly, it's so light, but it doesn't move very fast at all. But yeah, the 160, the Diamond has to feel pretty light too in a way, right? I mean, it goes fast, but... Alright, well we are 77 or 86, whoever you're reading from. On my flight bag it says 77, this says 86. Oh, that's from the VOR? That must be from the VOR, so that's what it is. Yep. Yep. Wait, is it a twin? Hey, give me a second. Oh, it is a twin. Duh. I'm like being an idiot, man. It's a twin. I believe you probably could, even in the 172 on a really windy day, but I wouldn't know because I don't go when it's that windy. But you can go backwards in a 152. Not that I ever have, but They're usually waiting for you when you're landing. Let's put it that way. I didn't know it was a twin, so that makes sense now. 10 gallons per an hour is not bad on a twin, though. That's like 5 per an engine. That's pretty funny. I think I told you about my story about what was it when I first went out with the 152. Give me a second. I'll get it. I went out to Chatham in the 152, and it was one of my first flights after getting my private. I was going to get breakfast, and it didn't materialize. But anyways, I was talking to these two ladies there, and like they were like, "Oh, hey, you fly a plane?" And like this guy came in on a DA-62, and I was like, "That's the type of guy you want to talk to right over there." It was funny. Got some contrails up there. I love this FSLTL traffic add-on, by the way. Does a nice job. You don't see contrails with the original Microsoft Flight Simulator thing. But yeah, 10 for a twin's pretty good. I mean, this is burning about 8 right now. Although I round up 10 all the time just to make sure I have enough gallons. Well, I am intrigued now with that double. So you're doing multi-engine and complex at the same time. That's what you're saying, right? Yeah, the DA-62 came on the ramp. Here I am, and I'm like, yeah, I fly that little thing. I still thought it was impressive at the time because I didn't fly the 172 then. I was just going out making some hours in the 152 solo. Hi, what's up? He solved the Rubik's Cube. Everyone, my son has solved... Kid over here. My son has solved the thing I have never been able to solve in my whole lifetime. Nice job. Green is green. Orange is orange. Blue is blue. Nice job, man. I couldn't do that. Hey, do me a favor. Turn that on light. That light on at the door. Yeah. That was my 9-year-old, everyone. What's up? You ran out of... No, just hit it a couple times. It'll light up. I guess I ran out of battery. That's fine. Did you just knock it off there? Okay. Oh, no, I am not. I am not. They just started talking to me, and then I quite clearly said I was married. So, you know. Not a ladies' man at all. Most days are far behind me, my friend. They're just in front of you, but they're way behind me. All right. Well, listen, this is pick up the VOR, so let's change this. So that's a VOR for the Bahamas here. Nassau is 112.7. I'm glad this is working again. I wasn't figuring out why that wasn't working. There we go. 71.5. Yeah, that's about right. And there's the Bahamas right in front of us. So, nice. True. So true. So true. Well, you know, it's college, too. You got to enjoy yourself, but do focus on your studies. You'll be traveling a lot of places anyways in the future. Kind of jealous, Nick. I mean, I like my job a lot, but you're lucky to have supportive parents and stuff. I had supportive parents, just not with flying at all. My mom actually tried making me swear that I'd never become a pilot after the JFK thing. So, never know, man. Never say never. That's what I would tell you. Nothing but water and the Bahamas. There we go. We'll join you on that one. All right, let's get an ATIS in about 30 nautical miles or so. And then we'll see what we're going to do for runway. What do you mean, defied her? I don't know what you mean by defied her. Are you talking about the lady at Chatham? It was her and her friend. And I think they were just being funny, to be honest with you. But when the Diamond 62 came, it was like, that's the type of guy you want to go talk to. Because I think at that point we were at like, oh, how much does it cost to fly a plane and blah, blah, blah. So, it was just a funny moment. Well, I didn't defy her. She knew. Oh, my mom. I wouldn't say defied her. I mean, she unfortunately she passed when I was young, but I was always gonna do what I wanted to do. Does that make sense? I never promised her I wasn't gonna be a pilot, but I didn't think I ever would be. To be honest with you, I didn't think I'd have enough money. And then when the YouTube thing kind of gave me enough, and I got done with my master's degree, I was like, I want to do something for me, which was, to be honest with you, a little selfish with a family and everything. But I made it work, you know. And I'm glad I did. And you know, it's a lot of just balancing. But when you're young, man, like you're doing it the right way. You're young. You're getting your stuff done. You're doing what you want to do, and then you'll meet someone that accepts you for it, hopefully. Because if they don't, then that's not the one for you, you know? But I've been doing flight sim since I was like 17, 18, thanks to my brother. And it was my escape from doing music. And I say hopefully, you know, never be forcing yourself, but always keep an open ear, you know? Because you never know. There's nothing wrong with being a bachelor if that's what you want, too. It's all what you want. My best friend from college, who I roomed with, he's like a bachelor for life. And he's a musician doing the band thing and stuff, and he's happy that way, you know? So, all right, how are we doing on gas? We're doing great. Yes. EGT could be higher, but again, we're up in the air, and I do have it leaned out correctly, so. Local time is... Sometimes this takes a little thing here. I'll be honest with you, Nick. I didn't think I was going to be married till I was 35 because I was doing the band thing for a while, too. This is a little delayed sometimes. 12:06 local time, so we should be there in about 33 minutes or so, right? Yep, that's what it's saying here. So this is all good. 53 degrees outside. But yeah, carrying the well, you know, yes and no. It depends. I went and dated a lot before I found out what I wanted. So that was over the years. And then when I was doing the band thing, Melvin Leroy, what's up? Thanks for coming out to the broadcast. Hopefully your sound plays, and if not, I'll do it manually. But thank you for coming out. Just about to make the Bahamas. You came at the right time. About 32 minutes out. And the scenery. I think I have scenery for this one too. Oh, sorry about that. I've got to search for it and tell you what it is. So we'll be landing in Nassau, Bahamas. And it's the Sierra Sim scenery when we get there, so. Yes, it is. And Melvin Leroy, I will tell you, I am a fan. It does make it more realistic in my eyes for the 172. And I didn't like it when I first got it, but now I'm digging it. I'm thinking this is really, really good. Yeah. So if you fly the 172 a lot, it's probably the... I'm going to go on record. This is the most realistic 172 I've flown. Even with X-Plane, everyone's saying that's realistic. I never found it to be realistic. I did not get the sound pack, but I don't really think the sound pack's needed, in my opinion. I mean, I haven't tried it. I'd have to buy it. So, I don't know. Are there mixed feelings on that one, or is it like it just came out? So I'm wondering what people think about it. I mean, this is fine. I don't think it's terrible, you know? You think I should buy it? I might. See what I could do with it. We'll see what happens. I'll tell you what, if I do, I'll do another stream flying somewhere. We'll check that out. But this WB Sim, I don't know, it's because they updated it or what. I tried it when it first came out, when I bought it. It's really good now. So, tripped the ELT on a hard landing earlier today when I was just testing it out. So, alright. Still about 60 nautical miles out. Pattern altitude's about 1,000. And it is an airport of entry, obviously, duh. But nice scenery there in the distance. There we go. Actually, this isn't even the Bahamas yet. I mean, it is, but the New Providence Island's in the distance where we're gonna land. This is San Andros Island there, and boy, that is really low to the water there. You have San Andros, Mike Yankee Alpha November out here somewhere. Yeah, not a lot of scenery to look at till you get there, you know? Oh, gotta try to take a picture here. Give me a second. With the sun. With the sun. There you go. Take off the traffic there, and here we go. Very nice. 112 ground speed, not too shabby. Frame rate just died, by the way. That's why it's kind of choppy. So I don't know what's up with that, but my frame rate just died. Oh, it is what it is. Hopefully it picks up by the time we get to the Bahamas. Or I should say the New Providence Island. Wonder what's causing that drag there. I don't even have any add-on scenery except for that Mike Yankee November where we're going. So kind of interesting. Nope, picked up now. So I don't know. It could be. I find that by using this Microsoft Flight Simulator Google Earth Map Enhancement, which I actually own a license on, that it does slow things down. You can see my cache. It's used. It's a huge part. I keep caching everything, but it's downloading all this imagery, which I guess slows it down sometimes. But it does make it look really good. So the trade-off for me is okay. Trade-off for others, probably not. But see how much oil I have left when I land down there too. Be interesting to see how much oil this burned. We are at 7.9 gallons. And again, if you click here, for people that tuned in later, this is how you get all the settings. Realism set to on. When you get down, it's engine health at 99%. Oil level is 7.9. Now you can't tell it till you get on the ground, so it's kind of like real life. You can put wheel chocks, pitot cover, tie downs, and cowl plugs in if you want to. And the final one is you can change the LCD color there. And you can save the state, which I like doing. So whenever I leave it now, it leaves it the way I left it. So, and then you just click one of these buttons and it gets out of that menu, goes to an ADF. So it's it took a little while to get used to that, by the way, or to know what to do. Honestly, I don't think it came with the best directions at first, but that's how you control the realism. And then everything else is just a little extra. My frames still suck, but we're gonna keep going here. That chatter you're hearing again is another add-on FSATC chatter. I like doing that when VATSIM doesn't have anyone on. It's Fort Lauderdale and Atlanta, the closest places. Yep, it's slowing down again. I'm thinking that's Microsoft Flight Simulator, the Google Map imagery. Oop, see, that's what happens. I try to do that with low frames, but it does look spectacular once it loads. Just going nuts on downloading tiles from Google Maps. And this is the top settings on everything. Ultra. And even the high level of detail settings on Google Maps. So Melvin Leroy, hey gaming boy, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to the stream from YouTube. Melvin, are you planning on maybe going to FS Expo this year? Thinking about it, saving money. We'll see. My niece is up in Dallas, so I might try to get a rental car myself while I'm there and drive up to Dallas after, or even maybe before. I don't know yet. But I'm gonna have to start planning that out pretty soon. I'm thinking February vacations when I plan everything out. Hopefully there's some good flights still if I do plan on doing it. We'll have to see. I've always wanted to go, and it's finally at a time where I can go because I'll be out of school when it happens. So. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's an interesting flight. A lot of it's over water, but if you're taking the King Air, that shouldn't take you long at all. Again, I'm testing out the WB Sim mod for the 172, the enhancement, if you will, that you have to buy from Just Flight. I'm actually a big fan of it now. And being a real-world 172 pilot, it actually does probably the best job I've ever seen on a sim. That's my opinion on it. So, but my frames just died. So it's going to take a long time for us to get to Bahamas. Is that even doing seconds still? Like, that's how low I am. Yeah, I guess it is. It's kind of skipping it ahead. It's just downloading all these tiles. I think that's what it is. But right outside of New Providence Island, so 45 nautical miles to go. Yes, it looks like it's still downloading the high level detail. Again, what scenery was that again? It's the, we'll be landing with the Sierra Sims, is that what I said? Yeah, Sierra Sim Airport scenery. So, I haven't landed here in a long time. I wanted a warm, sunny place to go, so. $23 minutes to go, or so. Let's get another fruit punch break here. Dinner's going to happen after this flight too, which is nice. So, the weather up here in the Northeast has been pretty crappy. I was flying in the simulator earlier today, and it was low ceilings. So still doable if you're going local, but I wouldn't go anywhere else. And the winds weren't bad. It's just really low in the ceiling. It's been raining. The snow did not stick, though. The snow that we got, it's basically already gone. So, it's been a pretty tame winter. So, of course, I ordered my oil, and it's taken a week to get here. So, I've been filling up my tank with diesel. I actually had to reprime the thing myself. So, we're doing good. Should be coming in by Tuesday. I already put in 10 more gallons last night, so we're good. Oh, man. Alright, you'll be glad to know that the frame rate just went up, or at least I am. And that's New Providence Island out there. That's where we are going. It's still moving, just a little choppy. It's downloaded almost 114,500 tiles from Google Maps. That's definitely what's making the slowdown, but we'll get it there. It's 217 gigs in cache, so you know. But we'll be doing a whole Caribbean series of flights eventually, pirate-inspired. Again, we have a ton of events planned. It's just a matter of getting time, doing all that. So let me go through those again, because I wrote them down on my Discord. So we have some pirate adventure flights planned, a series of flights around the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico. I'm going to make a custom livery or whatever plane I want to fly, but everything else is set except for some graphics. I want to put some historical graphics. I'm going to do a tribute flight to Dallas in memory of my brother who passed away this past summer, so that's going to be kind of cool. Might make it a fundraiser for his 9-year-old daughter. I haven't decided. if that is something that's prudent, to be honest with you. Might seem a little over the board, but it'd be kind of cool. Star Trek pilgrimage flights based on important locations in the filming lore of Star Trek series. Have that kind of planned out already. That might be one that we do pretty soon, honestly. The VinFizz flights. I wanted to recreate the flights of the VinFizz. I did that a while ago. Started at least, and then it didn't go that well, and then I got all caught up and everything. So I'm going to start those over. I wanted to start on September 17th when they started in real life, but I wasn't able to do that because my sim wasn't working this year around the 17th. I had to, like, fix it, so. But I'm probably going to hold off on that, and also we could probably fly something a little more realistic. Maybe not. I mean, we got the Wright Flyer, but that's like non-flyable, to be honest with you. It was a Wright Brothers Series B, I think, that he took. So that'd be interesting. Route 66 flight, I'm planning that out. And we're going to plan another marathon event for this July. I always do a fundraiser in the summer for the Great Cycle Challenge. So we're going to do that as well. I have to come up with a theme. I want to do that by February vacation. I have vacation in February, seeing that I'm a teacher. And see what happens. I might redo the 1926 US AML flights again in the Jenny. Seeing that it has a Jenny now in the simulator. But I'm going to do that as a series, not like as a marathon. And I also have a Fly the St. Lawrence River flight, which we might be doing that pretty soon too. It all depends on time. So lots of things planned, just need time to do them. And you see that I kind of cleaned up on the scenery there. That's why we had to slow down the frames. And still not the best, but it's getting there. It's a lot better than what it was. So hopefully it's caching all this stuff up ahead too. But everything works as planned. All the fuses. Again, I don't remember these being here in the default. Now they are here, so you can have like the nav. You can cut off the nav. See that? And then you put it back on. It's going to reload it. Of course, I just took off my autopilot, but it's cool. Alright, autopilot on. Nope, I had it off. Now it's on. Nav. And alt. So there you go. But everything works here. You can turn the autopilot fuse off. And I'm interested in seeing what happens over time with the engine. So we'll see over this series of flights, because this is what I'll be flying for the 172 from now on. And this started over on the hops time, obviously. That's right there, 2.5 hours. We'll have to add oil when we land and stuff like that. So it makes you more cognizant, like we are in the real life, of everything you gotta do. On our left there would be Chub K, Big Whale K, and Little Whale K airports. On our way to New Providence Island, which is out there. Now that looks really good. See us loading all those tiles. That's what was going on. Hopefully those are cached from now on. I don't have to worry about much. It's a nice screenshot. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Let me just line it up here. The other thing I got to check on, I bought that a while ago, was the replay system. And I never really had enough time to delve into that. But now that I checked out the WB Sim mod for a long time today, I spent about 3 to 4 hours going through it before streaming tonight. Probably going to check that out next, to be honest with you. So we'll see what happens. Right, we are 29 nautical miles out. Let's see if we can get some weather. So 18.7 on COM 2. And I'm going to point out some things here as we land, hopefully, about how the realism's pretty good with this. And hopefully it shines through, because if it doesn't, I will let you know if it's crap. Alright. I'm picking else, something else up there. I seem to have some ATIS from V-Pilot here. I don't know if I have a chart. That's alright. Thought I had a plate for it. Maybe not. Well, I'll get it online. How's that? I'll still write that down in a second, though. So 1-4. That's what we're aiming for. One hold short on 1-0, so not worry about that. And I need to find an airport diagram, so we'll do that. I'm gonna go to AirNav to see if there is one. I don't see it. Alright, going back to guard. Let's send out the guard here. I need to find an airport diagram.
You're on guard!
Oh my god.
KHWO.
Flight aware. Online.
Meow.
I'm trying to find an airport diagram. Probably should have done this in advance. Let's see Sky Vector, see if they have one. Not really, huh? Alright, well I'm looking at Sky Vector now. Go look at this together. 1-4 is long, 11,000 feet. Okay. This has a land and hold short of on 1-0. So where's that? That'd probably be runway 9er, not 1-0. I couldn't even tell you what the land and hold short of was, but if I'm looking at this, if it's 1-4 is this one. So runway 9er is this. That's what it is. That's 1-0. The funny thing is, I don't see anyone on VATSIM. But yet the ATIS is on there. So you tell me. So we'll do 1-4, because even Microsoft Flight Sim is saying 1-4. So if I'm coming in here, this would be a basically Class Charlie, if you will. I'm going to come in from the north. I'm going to go direct. So we're going to start our descent now. Turn off autopilot. Kick this down to about 2100. And we'll just leave it. It should, we want to trim out to about 500 feet per minute. And I'm saying all this because I want you to see this mod. So that is just a little trim up now. We should be good. And sorry about the choppiness. But it shouldn't take much, which it's not taking that much. I'm going to go a little bit north here to go direct into runway 14. And I'm going to use my, use my electronic flight bag for that. You can see that magenta line there? That kind of tells me where 14 is. So we're going to aim towards that. And again, pattern altitude is about 1,000, so. It'll also keep us out of that danger area south of the airport. So as long as you see what I'm doing here, that's where we're going and doing this thing. Take off that tablet now. Alright, probably should put Allison on there too. I haven't done her in a while. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seat belt is securely fastened, and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft. Thank.
That's supposed to be a thank you. She got chopped off. Alright, we're making our way down. Again, we'll be direct final. We're about 17 nautical miles. I'll call 50 nautical miles out. We'll just keep it straight there. Trim down a little bit more. Sorry about the frames. That's got to be the Google Map imagery. Just, it's not cached, so it's just downloading it as we go. Looks like we got some traffic either above us or below us. Oh, there we go. Microsoft Flight Simulator East Server traffic there. That, I believe, is the airport right there. Yeah, that's the traffic below us there. Things looking really good. Trim's holding pretty nicely. I'm getting down there. Okay, we're going to do about 600 feet per minute now. Half the ground speed is about 3 degrees angle down. I learned that from instrument. Increasing the mixture as we go. Down, that is. I'm interested in seeing how much oil we burned. We started at 7.9, so I'm going to see what that does with the realism mod too. Or the enhancement, if you will. I keep calling it mod. It's very hands-off right now, though. It's pretty calm here, so. Let's call in a VAT sim. I'm on the Unicom, right? No, I am not. Alright, let's go back on Unicom, which I should have been on. What'd I do? I went to that. Alright. Yeah. Until I forgot that I was using that chatter thing there. Alright, let me turn off that chatter thing now, too. Stop playing chatter. Linden Pingling traffic, Cessna Radical Foxtrot. We're 13 nautical miles to the northwest, and we're going to be doing an extended final for runway 14, Linden Pingling. I'm going to turn off that traffic so I can see any VATSIM traffic, but I don't think there is any. Let's check out Volanta while we're here, too. So this was our flight for today. Left from Hollywood, Florida, one of my favorite places in the real world here. And we do have one person there for traffic. But, yeah. What's up, dear? 5-year-old on board, boy. We just had a birthday. Alright. Please don't touch anything, dear. I'm kind of flying right now for real. Oh, awesome. You found your slippers? They're unicorn too. They're pretty nice, to be honest with you. All right. Well, listen, Daddy's landing right now, so I'm gonna try to do this, and I'll be with you in a couple of minutes if that's okay. All right. Okay, good. I need to listen to this though and everything. Okay, so I'm gonna not talk with you for a little bit. It's nothing personal. Okay. All right. You can hang out with me though. Don't touch anything. Okay. All right. So I'm landing with the 5-year-old, everybody. Landing with the 5-year-old. Gotta get this thing down more. No carb heat to pull on this thing. It's fuel injected. Got 10 nautical miles to go, and we have visual of the runway, so we're looking pretty good. We're very high, but we'll get down there. They look very nice there. Okay, don't touch anything on your way out, okay? Okay. I get paranoid. She's getting older now, though. Well, thank you. It's the 172 cabin. It's done with XVID VCam, so I'm basically playing a video behind me, and it's a virtual green screen. I don't have a green screen behind me. It just does it automatically through software. So thank you so much, EOS Aviation, and nice to see you. Thanks for coming out to the broadcast. As we are landing at Nassau, I think I said that right, Bahamas, tonight while testing out this WB Sim 172 Classic Enhancement from MSFS Flight Simulator. Probably the best 172 realism I've seen in the simulator. I'm going to go out and say that. So, seem to have some traffic right there. Is that Microsoft Flight Simulator East server? Nope. What is that? I have no clue what that is. Maybe it's just the waves, because it doesn't seem to be anything else. Oh, it could be a boat. There's definitely a boat there and a couple off our left here. Is that a scratch or a boat? Oh, that's a scratch. Okay. Oh boy, I feel like an old guy when I start doing stuff like that. All right. Well, listen, we're not getting down enough. I mean, I'm just gonna leave it for now, but I could throw some flaps in pretty soon if I had to. All right. 5-year-old on board, everybody. All right, one last look at the tablet here. We're lined up for 1-4. We're doing everything visually here. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm on nothing on VATSIM. There was like one person that was on the apron over here on Volanta, but I guess they logged off. But that's us. We're the purple plane out of Hollywood, Florida. Man, I love Hollywood, Florida. But we're probably going to try to go into Disney World this summer if we can hack it, which is why I haven't been flying for real and recovering from Christmas and all that stuff. But that's what the simulator is for, right? I did fly to a couple places on December 28th. That was my last flight. So it's been almost a month. So, alright, we're getting to 3,000 feet. I'm going a little too fast here, so I'm going to kick it down early. 1,700, get under 110, we'll put 10 degrees of flaps. But we got to get this thing down, and I will slip it if I have to, so. Try slipping this a little bit to get that descent going on. That's it. That's all I'm doing right now. I mean, I can fly whenever. This Thursday I have a lesson planned, but I have to see about my instructor and how he's doing. I know he's back at the flight school, but he had a medical issue as well, so we have to see what's going on with that. Under 3,000, full mixture. Maddie, I'm going to ask you not to talk to me for the next couple of minutes, if that's okay. Now we're losing that speed. Oh, I mean the altitude. Doing a little slip here. So that's pretty realistic as well. Throttle's a lot smoother in this too with this enhancement, so. But I am current. I did 4 landings on December 28th, I think it was. So. Back to 15. Put another 10 degrees once I'm in the white arc. I'm still way too high. This might be a go around if I can't get it down. Probably would be a go around in real life, but alright, throttle out. Throttle out. Might be a little long on this one. Linden Pingling traffic says the Radical Foxtrot final runway 14, Linden Pingling. We're gonna make it. A little fast though. Full flaps. I already have throttle out. Just really getting down there. Yeah, pretty much. We'll get it. We'll get it. Feel better about it already. What is that huge sign thing right there? Is that realistic? I can't tell you. What is that thing? That wouldn't be there in real life, would it? Sierra Sim. I don't know. What is that thing? We'll check it out after. I'll worry about landing. I have no clue. What is that weird thing? I'm just going to land it first, everybody. Alright, we're about 70 nautical mile. I don't think that's supposed to be there. 70 nautical miles. I mean, 70 knots. Wow. And we're getting some wind here. Alright, I'm going back to 20 degrees of flaps here. Oh! It's because that jet. I got some wake turbulence. Thanks a lot. Where did that thing come from? That's FSLTL, probably. Yeah, that was interesting. What? Well, that was weird. I also have some traffic there. Pretend it's not there. That's Microsoft Flight Simulator East server. Okay, throttle's out, but man, that kind of messed me up right there. All right, we'll try to make the best of it. I have no clue what that sign is. Is there something from like? That was weird. Alright, I'm still going to put it down. It's 11,000 feet, but this is not realistic at all, and that wake turbulence really threw me for a ride. We'll go around. We're going around. Flaps up slowly. Should be looking at the airspeed right now. What is that 11 thing? Sierra Sim, that is really not a good thing. Did I miss something there? Flaps up entirely. We're doing a go around. Well, that was interesting. What the hell's the 11 sign? Give me a second. Let me see if there's anything online about that. Oh. So it has a defect from a past SDK. And there's some add-on. If add-ons is causing the sign blue cube, then it will still appear after the buying the MYNN. That's weird. So I must have some type of add-on that's adding that sign. It's a third-party scenery add-on. Thinks it's SPJC Lima, Peru Airport scenery. I do have that. So, alright. Anyways, we're going to take a turn to the left here. So that answers it. This has nothing to do with Sierra Sim. I don't know. I mean, it is 11,000 feet, but still. Should have probably announced the go-around on that, but that's alright. Nashua traffic says Nautical Foxtrot. We just did a go-around, and we are turning crosswind for runway 14, Nashua. Nassau. Oh, I pronounced it wrong, too. Alright, well, we'll be good. Let's level out here. There we go. We'll go downwind. I have to get my speed under control here. Way too high. Turning downwind, even though I'm very high downwind. Yes, pretend that sign doesn't exist. SPJC Lima, Peru Airport scenery. I don't think I had that. Maybe I did. I don't know. That's terrible. And I have tons of scenery too. Alright, this is not going to be a realistic pattern here. Just want to let you know that now. Oh, I know that. Yeah, I know that you don't have to. It's just a convenience for anyone that might be out there. Maybe a little realism, if you will. Trim that puppy down. It's a little really windy here. Wasn't supposed to be. And Nassau traffic, Cessna Echo Foxtrot, left downwind runway 14, full stop, Nassau. Still very high. We're about 1,000 feet above where we're supposed to be, but that's okay. That wake turbulence from that FSLTL traffic kind of kicked me up, and that 11 sign, I was like, what the heck is that? So just go with it. Alright, this guy deleted a couple FlightSim.to add-ons, Long Beach and Biosphere, and then MYNN and functioned normally. So I'll have to check out what's going on. Alright, well, the 11 sign is going to stay there for now. Good distance, about halfway up the wing strut, but man, it is windy. Alright, we're at the threshold. Let's go down to 1700. I'll get us down. Under 110, 10 degrees of flaps. Angle down. By the way, never look outside the cockpit when doing a go around. Make sure you see your airspeed and flaps and everything. Don't do what I did. Should be about 80, which we are, at about 500 feet per minute. So again, this realism mod does a really nice job. Yeah, it's alright. You know, it's out there for convenience. At Plymouth, I don't make a lot of calls, and I listen for traffic if I do an extended final. So, alright, pretend the 1-1 sign's not there. We're going to turn base. This is going to be like a slightly extended base. Guess I was a little further out than I wanted to be. We're alright. A little slow. Well, that's also because we're not at 1700 RPMs. We're going to go down to 15 once we get closer. Still high by 500 feet. That wake turbulence really took me for a spin. Some nice boats, at least. Not the best flying. Alright, pretend the 1-1 sign's not there. It's got to be an add-on I have with this, so I'm going to have to check my add-ons for eventually, but that wasn't there before. I can tell you that. Okay. Closer now, 1500. Should slow us down to about 70, 75. I'm going to put another thing of flaps in. 20 degrees of flaps. Just wanted to verify that. Angling down still. And hopefully we're pretty good. What are the winds again? So you're about 70, 75. Not bad. Let's leave it here. And Nassau approach isn't out there, so I don't know why that is still being broadcast if no one's out here for VATSIM. So, all right, well, we got the altitude under control. Getting a little more speed here. A little slow. I'm leaving at 20 degrees of flaps. Nick, have a wonderful time at dinner. I like to come in a little higher than lower. Pretend the 1-1 sign isn't there. That's a scenery error from not Sierra Sim, but another scenery that put that there somehow. Good night, man. Have a good one. Enjoy college tomorrow. You're gonna miss it someday, trust me. Yeah, we're getting that wind again, so I don't know, man. We're getting some. I mean, is it calculating that sign with wind? I don't know, but we're gonna try landing this at 20 knots because I'm up and down. All right. It's 11,000 feet, so I just gotta get down there. That's not cool, man. We'll Wow. Wow. I got throttle out, so I don't know why it's doing 80 knots. And I'm above any wake turbulence, so I would have liked to have been a little lower. Alright, this is not going to be a realistic landing. We're just going to get this thing down. So, here we go. Not a realistic landing. And the flaps were extended way too much. Alright, we'll just get it down here. That's a little bit better. Maybe it is the sign. Maybe the sign's causing turbulence. I don't know, but we're going to not make a realistic landing here. Which really sucks, because I kind of wanted to show you. Come on! Let's go! Well, that was tough, but I couldn't really do much. It kept bouncing up and down. The other thing I do like about this is you hold back the yoke like you do in real life, and it does slow down and not try to live off the ground again. We'll depart on the left and call this a night, because, man, that was terrible. That was terrible. All right. We are clear. Almost. Nassau traffic, Cessna Echo Foxtrot, clear of runway 14, Nassau. Okay. To 1,000 here. I'm sorry about that landing. That was terrible, but it was going up and down, up and down. Let me get my 172 SP checklist. Dinner for me after this. Flaps up. Alright, did that. Strobes off. They are. Let's verify that too. They are off. Landing light, I like to leave on. We can put the taxi light on. Landing light off. And make sure it's required. Trim set for takeoff. Yeah. It's that frames there. There we go. A little low on that. Alright, we're good. We're gonna go park it somewhere over there. Probably near all those planes over there. And it would have helped to have had an airport diagram. But it's okay. We'll just eye it. Seems like all the private traffic's kind of over here. I wouldn't even know where customs is. Welcome to Nassau, even though it was a terrible landing there with a 11 sign at the end there. Thank you for staying tuned. Appreciate that. Thanks to Nick Resla, by the way. I should have given you a shout out. I was kind of just getting busy there at the end. I'm going to pull it right over here. Right over here. We'll take a look around the scenery, but that 11 sign was weird. Okay, WB Sim Realism Enhancement. There's that 11 sign. Came out of nowhere. Okay, I'm going to park it right here. So let's get our checklist out. And it says securing ELT, verify silent. Well, we know. I was surprised it didn't go off with that hard landing there. Should have set the altimeter. That would have helped too. Avionics going off. That's all lights except for beacon and avionics. We're good there. Mixture full lead. That was about an hour and a half, which is what I wanted. Good. Mags off, master off, lights off. And that's it. Oh, there's that flow thing that I've been trying out too. Alright, parking brake is on. Let's see what we could do with the drone. Again, that 11 sign is not there. That's part of some type of scenery I have installed. That is not Sierra Sim. Here's the main terminal. Looks pretty nice. We parked over there, which seems to be General Aviation. Could be that little pin too. Don't know where customs is. But this is the Sierra Sim thing. Again, that 11 sign is not part of their scenery. So don't think that that will come in your scenery. That's some type of freeware scenery probably. Got some JetBlue, some British Airways, American. Pretty nice scenery, if you ask me, other than the 11 sign on runway 14, which again is not them. Let's see if the inner terminal is modeled at all, shall we? No, it's not. Some of them are, some of them aren't, but that saves frames too, so. How about in here? Nope. But from the outside, it looks pretty good. Here in the Bahamas. Oh, I probably should have turned off the tablet. Sorry about that. That's what it looks like, and it's pretty nice except for the 11 sign. That kind of ruined it, but that's not Sierra Sim's fault. The WB Sim Realistic Mod, Realism Enhancement, if you will. Excellent buy if you fly the 172. And we're gonna rate someone on Twitch here in a second, but I want to say good evening and good night from the Bahamas. I'm gonna go have some dinner. You have a great night. Thanks for tuning in, and be on the lookout for more Eric Flight flights in the future. Probably one this week if I can make it happen. We're done with midterms at my school, so that makes it a lot easier. I just have to grade everything now, and I've already started that. So I'm finishing that, and without further ado, we're going to end the stream. Rate someone. Thanks to everyone on YouTube. Shout out to Nick Gresla, by the way. And I just shouted out the wrong thing, so give me a second. That was the wrong Nick Gresla, by the way. This is the right Nick Gresla. So oh, that's the wrong Nick. Don't go there. Don't go there. Oh, man. I never knew there was a Nick Space Gresla on Twitch, but there you go. We approved it. Anyways, check out Nick Gresla on Twitch. Also, check out Melvin Leroy, another Virtue USA Flying Club member. And we'll shout out to him. That should come out there, right? Yeah. All right. And we'll do Nick Gresla one more time because I feel bad. Ah, can't type tonight. Shout out to Nick Gresla as well. And yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna rate someone. Thanks again for turning out tonight, and we're leaving you for the Bahamas. Have a great night.